And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Nuggets win the tip. Harris with it. Now guarded by Tatum. From outside the arc. Murray against Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Barton, no luck.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that. And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah. It didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Harris outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Walker against Murray. Here's Tatum. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Yep, that one goes in there. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Tice. The shot, no good. And Denver the other way now. From 13. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now Tatum to the paint. Tice kicks to Tatum. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Denver passing it around. It's Barton on the wing. To the inside. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game here. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
Barton outside. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Tice. Here's Brown. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And that one's good. Barton.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Hayward passes to Brown. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Murray.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Harris kicks to Jokic. Now the pass to Millsap. And stolen by Hayward. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Walker leading the charge.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
Denver leading by 3 to the middle. Left side Harris. Barton passes to Murray. Inside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got his 2nd bucket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Outside, Walker. Passes it to Tice. The kick out to Brown. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got 8.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Outside, Smart. Pass to Williams. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Morris with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
.12 seconds left to play in the first. Morris dishes to Grant. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's Wanamaker. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the
mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Williams is out there with Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Down low, here's Plumlee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Nuggets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Morris kicks to Porter. Here is Plumlee. 5 to shoot. Here's Morris. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Kanter, the pass to Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
To the paint, here's Morris. Puts the move on. Good D by Williams. Celtics trail by 4. And pushing it up, here's Boston, and finished off by Brown.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
To the inside, Plumlee. Williams with the block, and he's able to get it back. Craig passes to Plumlee. Second chance shot, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wanamaker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Millsap. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Williams with the ball, picked up by Harris. The kick out to Brown. Takes a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Nuggets leading by 4. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Boston.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Back to Williams. He kicks to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Brown.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Murray right side. The pass to Jokic. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Nuggets shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. Passes it to Tice. Back to Tatum. Over Millsap. Tatum's shot is off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Barton. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 3. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. Inside, Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the footwork, the positioning. Tatum's a difficult cover inside.
The Celtics shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Millsap dishes to Harris. Back to Millsap. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porter passes to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And Millsap slams it in.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
It's Brown on the wing. Guarded by Harris. And Tice throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And Millsap slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive. How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
It's stolen by Tice. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Followed.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way. Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Murray dishes to Millsap. Hayward with some nice D. The Celtics with the lead. To the middle. Here's Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Feeds it to Millsap. Lays it up and banks it in. Millsap's got 8 points. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Barton. Great D that time from Tatum.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. He's watching. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 4. Martin passes to Millsap. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
You love how Walker just attacks the opening, feasting on any lane the D gives him.
And it's Millsap, that time on the assist from Harris. Millsap's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Out to Hayward, the 3. The offensive rebound, Tice, beyond the arc. Tatum, and Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And that one drops. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Smart against Morris. Plumlee, no luck. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
That's amazing, the creativity, and you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
Porter passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
Tatum dishes to Cantor. Porter with the steal. Pass to Craig. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. In the corner, Tatum with it. There's the pass to Cantor. Back to Tatum. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 5. The jump hook. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Pass to Wanamaker. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 6 to shoot. Cantor, the pass to Wanamaker.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer range.
And Porter, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Porter's got his first points of the game. Stolen by Grant. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He comes. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Nuggets trail by 5. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Enes Kanter. Jason Tatum is out there with Williams. Then there's Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the point. Plumlee with it. So another turnover for Boston. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Cantor's shot is off. The Nuggets shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Smart passes to Tatum. Here's Wanamaker. 5 on the clock. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Grant finds Morris. Here's Craig. And stolen by Williams. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. And Walker's subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Morris. Hayward dishes to Smart. There's the feed to Cantor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
The first free throw is good. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. Here's Murray. Millsap left side. Back to Jokic. He dishes it to Murray. To the inside. Jokic passes to Millsap. Clock at 6. Back to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Walker the pass to Hayward. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Harris with the ball. Here's Porter. And a missed layup.
And here we go, guys. This possession could make or break them right here.
Hayward outside. Back to Cantor. The putback. And Hayward is right there. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Big time play by Hayward. One of those guys who creates offense in a number of ways.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Cantor. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. And Denver also making a switch. Martin's checked in for Porter.
You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
Jokic kicks to Millsap. It's deflected. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Hayward can't hit. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Harris.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again. He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, who could forget Jason Tatum's rookie year? I mean, in the 2018 playoffs, all he did was lead the Celtics in scoring at just 20 years old, taking Boston to Game 7 of the conference finals.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Millsap. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
A perfect teammate. I mean, Millsap's numbers don't always jump off the screen, but boy, when you need him, he's there.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. Millsap covering. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And foul on, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep their hopes up, Kevin.
Clock at 4. Here's Tatum. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And since Millsap joined the league back in 2006, grit has been his calling card. Some contact won't stop him from attacking. Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
It falls!
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
Millsap misses. Hayward against Harris. And here's Tatum for 3. The shot comes out. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Kevin, thank you.
Well, that's a great story. David, thank you. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, at the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the five. Ball stolen. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Here is House. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now here is Harris. Harden missing his last shot. Chandler with the steal. Down low. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to Harden. Puts it up from 12. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Three-pointer, Barton. Chandler with the rebound. And here they go. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And the Houston Rockets last season going out and getting Robert Covington. Greg, why was that a good fit for this team?
You know, Kevin, his range shooting really unlocked Westbrook's ability to get to the lane. Also, Covington's contract creates some flexibility, one of the best values in the league as far as productivity.
Here's Covington following the score by Jamal Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Westbrook's so good at maintaining control, even though he plays at high speed and with great aggressiveness.
To the paint. Left side, Harris. Here's Jokic. Back to Harris. Harris draws the double. It's Jokic, top of the key. That's tipped. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Nuggets with some changes. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Gary Harris. Houston also making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Chandler. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And Gordon subbed in for Daniel House. Now here's Westbrook. Over Millsap. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 3. Millsap kicks to Craig. A 3-ball. Outside for Murray. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Inside. That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Harden scanning the floor. All alone. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Jokic against Green. Jokic passes to Millsap. Harden right side. Outside Westbrook. Knocked away and stolen by Murray. And Porter, here we go. The shot's good.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
A different look for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Houston also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. McLemore has come in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Grant the pass to Plumlee. Drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Rivers. The pass to Green. Launches it. And no good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Porter passes to Plumlee. Grant dishes to Plumlee. They now take the lead.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Rivers looking over the floor. Passes it to Green. Back to Rivers. It'll count. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
Southwest. I mean, you need to look your.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Ben McLemore. Then there's Gordon, and it's Rivers in at point guard.
And former 7th overall pick Ben McLemore finally seems to be finding his footing in the NBA.
You know, he was known in college, Greg, for his shooting touch, and now delivering on some of that efficiency offensively. Good to see the young man make that kind of progress.
Plumlee, no luck. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Rivers following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Down low. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Tucker.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Plumlee. To the paint. And it's Barton that time on the assist from Plumlee. Barton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Now here's Harden, following the miss by Paul Millsap. From deep, and James Harden good for 3. Harden's got 6. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I picked bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Green, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. Harris against Harden. Banked in off the glass. He's got 8.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Houston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the technical free throw is good.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here is Harden following the basket by Paul Millsap. Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots the 3, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Millsap with it.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Outside Westbrook. Carroll passes to Westbrook. Green left side. Over Jokic. They get it back. Green kicks to Harden. Outside Gordon. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Green. Goes up again, and it's good on the layup. And now a 10-point Houston lead.
Gordon doing a nice job there, showing you relentless offensive energy on the glass. Well done.
And here's Harden. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. And the Rockets, a playoff team. And that's a wrap.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Harden, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Jokic finds Millsap. Murray outside. And Harden comes to help. Murray, the pass to Millsap. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Houston. Rockets leading by 13. Outside Westbrook. Out to the wing. House kicks to Harden. To the middle. The 10-footer. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Harden. Chandler's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Rockets. Barton, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, he's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
Here's Westbrook, and he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 15.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Harden. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Harden's got 20.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Now Harris. James Harden missing on the three. Millsap dishes to Harris. The shot misses. Good D by Harden. And Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they look to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
A different look for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Now here's Gordon. 17-point lead, their biggest. Plumlee with the steal. Barton right side. And again, Denver no good. Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. It's Carroll on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 6. Gordon, the pass to Green. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Rockets lead by 19.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. Here's Gordon. Denver getting their last shot to go. To the inside. Plumlee with the steal. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
And, you know, when Grant gets a chance for an easy basket, he really busts it down the floor. I mean, the quickness and athleticism he possesses, really hard to deal with defensively.
Now here's Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Morris. It's deflected. Now Rivers. It's Carroll on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And there's no reason to lay off Carroll now. I mean, he's a threat to shoot off the pass.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Houston on top. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got P.J. Tucker. McLemore is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. Tucker finds Westbrook. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Down low, kicks it out to Covington. From the arc, buries it from 3-point range. Covington's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. The pass to Plumlee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Porter against Gordon. Now here's Porter. Defense right on him. Here's Jokic. Here's Plumlee, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Gordon deciding where to go with it, and Tucker has it in the corner. Outside Westbrook. Again, the Rockets score.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Plumlee, and Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. Rockets leading by 22. Westbrook up top, Jokic defending. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Now here's Westbrook. Outside Gordon. Outside Covington. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Craig kicks to Millsap. Covington with the steal. Outside Gordon. The feed to Chandler. Passes to Covington. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Denver, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Westbrook surveying the D. Four on the clock. Outside Gordon. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Stolen by Rivers.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now here's McLemore outside. Off on that one. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
At home, the Rockets don't hold anything back. Whether it comes...
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the small forward. Now here's Hayward. They get it again.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Westbrook kicks to Covington. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Tice. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Here's Houston now. Passes it to Harden. The 3. Left side Chandler. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Westbrook.
We know that Russell Westbrook will have the ball in his hands and initiate their offense. And how about that superior passing?
Brown outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
By himself, and Brown throws it down.
Well, Jaylen Brown has quality handles now, relentless on the attack when he's got the rock in his hands.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Westbrook against Walker. Westbrook passes to Chandler. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Yeah, you see Chandler uses his length and guile to take full advantage inside.
Walker looking for an opening. Covington against Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Tice trying to break free. Brown, good. Brown's got 7.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Harden the pass to Chandler. Outside Westbrook. Back to Chandler. Here's Harden. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Covington. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. He's got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Harden with it. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
And Tice gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Rockets trail by 8. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And then for Boston, Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Green breaking loose. McLemore, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
and taken away by Brown. Outside Tatum. Fires for three. A new 14 for Boston. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there. To the paint. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They're leading by 8. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how he...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Green is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's McLemore in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now here's Tatum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Up again. It's rebounded by McLemore. Rockets trail by 6. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Here's Tatum. Williams. It's good on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
So it's the Rockets now. They trail by 6. Rivers kicks to Green. They get a hand on it. Williams with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Smart leading the charge.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Boston leading by 6. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Tatum. He can't get it to go. And it's Houston the other way. And here's Gordon. And they double up Gordon. And there's the pass to Rivers. Clock at 6. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, if you're a guard in the NBA, you've got to have shot clock awareness. Good job by Austin Rivers to understand the time.
Now here's Smart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Rivers. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Gordon with no one around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Williams, and he lays it straight in. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
1:12 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Green takes the three. And Boston with the rebound. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And it's Williams throwing it down.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
Now here's Rivers. To the middle. To end the run. That one, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. 36 seconds left in the first half. Here's Wanamaker, guarded by Tucker. Pass to Tatum. He gets that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rivers passes to Tucker. Back to Rivers. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out. A three from Tatum. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Out in front at the half is Boston. They have a 13-point lead. And Shaq. And that'll do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing, guys, from Daniel Theis.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the floor for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Theis out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at the point guard position.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now Rivers. Tipped away. Stolen by Walker. And Hayward with a clear path to the hoop. And Hayward with the stuff.
Well, how about the burst of speed and transition by Gordon Hayward? Great at getting one step ahead of the opposition.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Chandler dishes to Rivers. Back to Chandler. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Now here's Brown. 7 points in the game. Pass to Theis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now here's Rivers, trailing by 17, and it's good. 2 points.
Austin Rivers' confidence is maybe his greatest asset. This guy is willing to go off the dribble drive and make a play.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And finished off by Brown.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Over in the corner, Green. Offline with his three. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And Tice throws it down.
Well, you can see how dialed in Gordon Hayward can be. When he's on his game, the vision is exceptional.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And they pick up two.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Brown. And Tice throws it down.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now here's Westbrook. Inside, and Chandler throws it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. It's Brown with the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7", with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
And finished off by Brown.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
Westbrook with it. To the paint. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Westbrook. Chandler's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's about focus right there by Chandler. Undeterred with a hand in his face.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Celtics out in front, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Celtics shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair, they're the backcourt. Green is out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. From deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Williams. Brown wide open. He fires. They grab their own miss. They kick out to Walker. Passes it to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Brown's got 20.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Harden against Smart. Harden surveying the D. Launches a three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And, you know, if you score on Harden, this guy's going to take it personal. Answers right back.
Brown the pass to Smart. The tray with the putback. And Westbrook pulls it down. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the pass to Green. Back to Harden. Over Smart. Good work defensively by Smart. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's turnover number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Damari Carroll's checked in for Chandler. And Bahamute comes in for Jeff Green. Daniel House is checked in for McLemore. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now, here is Harden. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
And Cantor able to finish.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
And here are the Rockets now. Harden outside. To the middle. Here's Carroll. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, that's just great understanding of the set they're running. Damari Carroll sets the screen and rolls as soon as the defender took the bait.
The putback, and Cantor able to finish.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Harden. Feeds to Carroll. Kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden, no good. The Celtics have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Williams. And Williams is right there.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Harden outside from deep three-point range. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And the Rockets making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. Rivers passes to Carroll. Excellent D from Cantor. The Celtics have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Here's Ojale. Kept alive by Boston.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
5 to shoot. Pass to Cantor. Over House. Cantor's shot is off.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now here's Rivers. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Robert Covington comes in for Mbah-a-Moute. James Harden, he's checked in for Cephalosha. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. Shot to stop the run. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
From deep. Kept alive by Boston.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 30. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Daniel Tice.
And his percentage from the field tonight.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The city of Denver is in full motion tonight.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for Denver, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Gary Harris has a ton of confidence, has a ton of versatility, and is so important for this team. It'll be fun to watch the maturation process of one Gary Harris.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Barton passes to Millsap. Harris outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's a correct way to run the pick and roll. Gary Harris gets a shot right in his comfort zone.
Pass to Tatum. From deep three-point range. Boston again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Dishes to Harris. Here's Murray up on top. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Murray outside. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Down low, here's Harris. Murray against Walker. Murray, no good. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And, Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Walker finds Tice. Murray against Walker. The kick out to Tatum. For the 3. Traps in the tray. Tatum's got 5.
Oh, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
Here's Millsap. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. The pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look for Denver. Porter's checked in for Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And a change for the Celtics. Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Walker the pass to Smart. Now here's Tatum. Out to the right wing. Pass to Brown. Tice with the ball. Chalk up 2 there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here is Porter after the basket by Boston. On the wing, Morris. Passes it to Millsap. It's stolen by Tice. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. And that one, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Morris. Right side, Porter. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Morris. Over Walker. And the shot falls short this time. And here's Boston. They're on an 11-2 run. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Tatum drives in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Celtics up by 3. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Grant is out there at Plumlee. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Smart. Porter passes to Morris. Stolen by Cantor. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. Outside Williams. In the corner, Tatum with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
To the middle, Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Plumlee's got it. Morris dishes to Grant. Outside, Porter. Back to Grant. And the turnover again by Denver. For the Nuggets, Martin's checked in for Michael Porter. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 4. It's Barton on the wing. Swiped away. Wanamaker the pass to Williams.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He doesn't get the second one. And so Grant will bring it up for Denver. Harris kicks to Grant. Feeds it to Plumlee. Crafty move. He takes it up and lays it in.
For his career, more than 3/4 of Plumlee's basket have come within 3 feet of the rim, so you know he's going to take it inside.
Outside, Smart. Hayward on the wing. No good on the triple. Nuggets trail. Grant dishes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Williams inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. Williams passes to Hayward. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Plumlee with some nice D. For Denver, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Murray against Hayward. Back to Harris. Grant surveying the D. Murray left side. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Austin's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser, because I believe he did a search for lock picks, because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Deflects the pass. Grant finds Plumlee. Denver passing it around. Grant the pass to Plumlee, and it's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man, as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
And here we go. Plumlee heading to the hoop. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Brown's checked in. Barton passes to Jokic. That's tipped. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. He dishes it to Cantor. On the wing, Brown. 6 to shoot. Cantor trying to free himself up. Brown, good. Brown's got 5 now.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
It's Barton on the wing. He's covered by Cantor. Here's Jokic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jokic has got his first 2 points.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a 1 possession. That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at point guard. Jokic passes to Barton, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 4.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets are always the result of that extra effort.
To the wing on the left. To the paint. It's stolen by Tice. The pass to Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
And I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation.
From deep three-point range, knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And the Nuggets with some changes. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Outside for Millsap. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Morris passes to Millsap. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Williams finds Tatum. For three. Williams passes to Tice. 2 points. That one goes. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Grant's checked in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Poked loose and taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And finished off by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Denver passing it around. Stolen by Smart. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Tice throws it down.
And because of Walker's elite scoring ability, things just open up for the rest of his teammates.
Grant kicks to Morris. Back to Grant. Inside. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Jokic.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Brown wide open. He fires. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Count it from 12.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Celtics leading by 11. Right side to Walker. It's Brown on the wing. Fires from deep. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's Brown on the wing. The three-pointer, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Stolen by Smart. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tice inside. He's against Jokic. Really left alone that time. Brown's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
And that's just tremendous confidence from Brown. Going up with the shot right away and giving the D no time to react.
Jokic finds Grant. In the corner, it's Morris. And that one released in time, but no good. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Tatum, he's checked in for Kansas. Barton passes to Millsap. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Good on both. The Nuggets trail by 14. Pass to Murray. He kicks it to Plumlee. Back to Murray. The feed to Plumlee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As he continues to develop his offensive skill set, Plumlee is going to draw more and more fouls like that.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Boston leading by 12. Passes it to Walker. From deep. Boston again missing. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Plumlee. Count it. Good. Plumlee's got 6 in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Tatum on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Over to the left wing. Walker the pass to Williams. That one misses. Good work defensively by Millsap. Barton right side. Pass to Plumlee. Barton surveying the floor. Harris kicks to Murray. He feeds it to Plumlee. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
A nice shot by Harris.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Hayward can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Barton, and that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, will see if they can build on this lead.
Tatum kicks to Smart. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Tatum for three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his fourth rebound in this one. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Harris misses. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Tatum against Barton. Back to Jokic. Harris against Walker. Rocket 6. In the corner, Murray with it. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Smart deciding where to go with it. Left side, Tatum fires the three. It's good from beyond the arc.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Feeds to Barton. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Denver gets it back. Jokic kicks to Harris. Jokic passes to Murray. Barton inside the line. It's rebounded by Tice.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside, Walker in the corner. Tatum with it. Murray against Hayward. And here's Tatum for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win. let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. Now here's Millsap. The kick out to Barton. 5 on the clock.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Harden gets the bucket.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit, it'll cost you.
Top of the line competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Both good from the line that time. Here is Harden. About a minute played so far here in the first. Passes to Tucker. Not going to go that time. Good defense by Jokic. Barton passes to Millsap. Now Barton. Left side Harris. The kick out to Barton. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Westbrook. The pass to Harden. Over Murray. Here's House. Right side Covington. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harden. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
To the inside. Barton dishes to Millsap. Harris with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Houston making a switch. Gordon's checked in. Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harris against Harden. Down low. A nice shot by Tucker.
Oh, the brute strength of Tucker. So effective at pushing through whatever the defense throws his way.
Murray kicks to Millsap. He dishes it to Barton. Back to Millsap. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Pass to Porter. Morris inside. He's guarded by Rivers. And it's Houston on the break. Gordon, the pass to Green. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Carroll. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, and the junkyard dog just showing his aggressiveness attacking the rack.
This is his first free throw of the game. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They trail by 6. Grant the pass to Plumlee. Tries again. Great D that time from Green.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Rivers dishes to Green. Rivers with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
And both free throws good for Green. The Nuggets trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 12-4 run. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. To the middle, here's Grant. It's stolen by Green. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'll plan off the...
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
They've got Damari Carroll out there. Ben McLemore is out there with Rivers. And it's Green, and it's House in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Green, the pass to House. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 8. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Morris.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. McLemore dishes to Green. The 19-foot shot off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's the kind of player McLemore is. He is always thinking of shooting as soon as he gets the ball off the pass.
On the wing, Morris. Here's Porter, and he makes good on the layup.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
House kicks to McLemore. A second chance effort, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. McLemore's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Craig, guarded by McLemore. Just 5 on the clock. Plumlee attacking. Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Rockets leading by 6. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. McLemore with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. It's House outside. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Porter. Here's Green. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's McLemore. House, the pass to Carroll. Over in the corner, Green. Outside, House. Denver grabs the miss. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
1:31 left in the first half. Now here's McLemore. Inside, Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Craig, guarded by McLemore. Here's Morris, pass to Plumlee. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Rivers. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Shots good by Green.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Grant kicks to Craig. Back to Grant. Feeds it to Plumlee. Grant outside. To the inside. It's stolen by McLemore. Oh, and here comes House all alone. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. James Harden comes in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. It's Barton on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Millsap dishes to Murray. Back to Millsap. Shoots over Tucker, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go. And so it's the Houston Rockets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Houston was looking great right away. Their sharp focus and apparent preparation for the matchup helped them. And that's a...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Barton passes to Harris. Outside for Millsap. Shoots over Tucker. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Harris. Here's Jokic. And there's the feed to Harris. Outside for Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
From deep 3-point range. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Now, here's Jokic. He's tightly guarded. Barton outside. And Barton throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Harden against Millsap. This one for three, and James Harden good for three. Harden's got 7.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Murray surveying the D. Harden against Harris. Millsap passes to Harris. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Denver needs to get off his shot. And it's Harris off the drive. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Nuggets with some changes. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. Westbrook against Murray. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Westbrook dishes to Tucker. Elbow shot is on the way. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Now the pass to Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Porter with the steal. It's tipped. Stolen by Gordon. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Millsap passes to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Second shot opportunity. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Paul Millsap.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Porter with it. And it's Harden picking him up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. And Barton subbed in for Torrey Craig. Gordon against Porter. Pass to Covington. 34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Porter dishes to Plumlee. Here's Murray. Sweet move. And it's good on the way in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Barton against Westbrook. He kicks it to Tucker. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Millsap looking it over. Off with the layup. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 5. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. It's a 5-point game. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Gordon. And it's McLemore at the 2 guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tucker. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Wow. Tucker's shooting ability, I mean, speaks for itself. Even the foul can't shut him down.
Daniel House is checked in for Ben McLemore. That's good from Tucker.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you don't even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Out left to the wing. Back to Gordon. Outside, House. It's hauled in by Harris.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And Barton throws it down.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He knew he had that one. I mean, when he's got the open 3, he's not going to wait around and give the D a chance to get out on him.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Barton. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Here's Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Westbrook with it. Now defended by Jokic. And stolen by Barton. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The kick out to Barton. Back to Harris. Pass to Jokic over Westbrook. That one wide left. Rockets leading by 7. To the paint. Millsap with the steal. Harris inside. Got that one up quick. And it's the Rockets with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead early. It's Westbrook with the drive. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It's constant pressure that Westbrook puts on the defense. He never stops coming right at you.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 8. Millsap passes to Jokic. Back to Millsap. Count it.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Harden scanning the floor. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. Harden outside to the left wing. Down low. Gordon up on top. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Houston gets it back. Westbrook up top. He's covered by Murray. Rocket 6. Harden can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 4. And now the Nuggets fast break. Here's Barton. The shot will not fall. Good D by Covington. Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th of 9. And James Harden hits from deep.
I love how confident Harden looks shooting from there. He just drains those long shots.
Denver shooting around 41% on the night. From deep. Shot clock reset for the Rockets.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Stolen by Gordon. Outside Covington. On the wing, Harden. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Daniel House is checked in for Houston. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barton outside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jokic passes to Murray. Stolen by Westbrook. Shoots from the high post. And that one hits back iron. Murray outside. Money!
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
And here's Harden. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was a thing. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. The John Hancock Tower rising. And Dick.
Kevin, thanks for...
Thank you, D.A. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House. And at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. Now here's Tatum. Hayward kicks to Tatum. Pass to Tice. Back to Tatum. True on the 14-footer. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here is House. Stolen by Walker. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. The 3 from Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Pass to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Here's Harden. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to Tucker. They shoot again. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Tucker.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes him, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Walker finds Tatum. Now here's Brown. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And the dunk by Brown.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
There's the pass to Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Tice with the ball. 6 to shoot. And Tice throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Harden. 3-pointer. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Stolen by Tucker. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The dribble drive, once one of Tucker's weaknesses. Now he's refined it and added it to his arsenal.
Brown the pass to Hayward. And here's Tice. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown finds Tice. Brown against Harden. No good on the shot. And the Rockets take it the other way. Outside Westbrook. Inside. It's stolen by Tice. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And Brown throws it down.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
Now, here is Harden. To the inside. Tucker. Off target at the rim.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Connects from 3-point range. Brown's got 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here is Harden. Kicks to Covington. Harden outside. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Brown feeling out a bit. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
But beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Cantor comes in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Now here's Gordon. 5 on the clock. Here's Chandler. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
On the wing, Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
Jaylen Brown has been... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Jason Tatum is out there with Williams. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Tatum passes to Wanamaker. Outside, Smart. Back to Wanamaker. The 3 from Tatum. Rockets with the rebound.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Here's Kanter. The kick out to Tatum. Chandler with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Gordon's running. In the corner, it's McLemore. Chandler right side. Shoots over Kanter. Chandler, no good.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Even when Gordon is under pressure, he finds a way to score the ball. That's what he is. He is a determined and capable scorer.
Kanter dishes to Williams. Back to Kanter. Over Chandler. Kanter's shot is off. Rockets trail. Kicks it out to Gordon. To the middle. Westbrook passes to Chandler. Outside, Green. Lets it go from deep. And Tatum pulls it down. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Robert Williams comes in for Kanter. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Tatum. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. The shot by Hayward wide open. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Rivers passes to Green. Back to Rivers. Lets it go from 14. Goes up. And it's Green missing.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
For 3, Hayward. They get a bet.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Rivers kicks to Green. Passes it to Kira. Off target from outside. Celtics leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Back to Hayward. From downtown. Here's Smart. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Williams with the ball. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rivers passes to McLemore. Eric Gordon on the wing. Back to McLemore. To the paint. Rivers finds Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
3-pointer. Hayward. Here's Williams. Great tee that time from Green.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's Gordon missing. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. 4-point game. Williams kicks to Smart. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Green passes to Carroll, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, you got to stop Carroll from getting inside because he's a threat to throw it down on you from this close.
Feeds it to Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a big-time first quarter for Jaylen Brown. He had 12 points and...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Tice kicks to Tatum. No good with the triple. Got a piece of it, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. And for the Rockets, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Harden's shot is good.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
Here's Brown. Good D by Harden.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Here's Tucker, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Brown the pass to Tice, and it's in there.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Cantor checked in for Gordon Hayward. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. Another shot. The kick out to Brown. Boston getting another chance here. There's the 3. Here's Cantor. And there's the pass to Tice. And here's Brown outside. They get the rebound. Nice ball movement by Boston. Boston again missing.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And here's Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Harden dishes to Tucker. Fires the 3. Kicks it out to Harden. Westbrook against Cantor. It's stolen by Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Marcus Smart comes in for Jason Tatum. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Chandler's checked in.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man. You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Brown. No good on that one. Westbrook with the nice D there.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The way Brown sprints towards the rim makes the defense uncomfortable. I mean, he's really adept at drawing contact on his way to the hoop.
Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Boston. And Brown drops them both. Houston leading by 3. Harden right side. It's hauled in by Wanamaker.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
The kick out to Brown. Back to Cantor. Covington against Williams. Smart passes to Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot. And it's Houston on the break. Outside Westbrook. Harden left side. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Stolen by Smart. Hayward on the wing. For the tie. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Hayward's got the game tied up here for Boston.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Tie game in Boston. And coming up in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Covington. It's Rivers on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the elbow. Wow, way off on that one. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Williams. Hayward on the wing, guarded by McLemore. Tatum against Covington to take the lead, and the layup good by Tatum.
Tatum used to getting hit while he's shooting. I mean, he absorbs it like you would expect a pro to, and powers right through that contact.
Kicks it out to Covington. In the corner, it's McLemore. Passes it to Kira. That one off the back iron and out. The Celtics with the lead. Down low. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Pass to Rivers. Back to McLemore. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Carroll kicks to Covington. Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House comes in for McLemore. James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Austin Rivers. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rockets trail by 4. It's Harden with the drive. Tucker. Back to Harden. Over Smart. Kicks it out to Harden. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Harden with it. Now guarded by Tatum. It's stolen by Tice. Now Walker. The pass to Hayward. It's Brown on the wing. Celtics passing it around, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Rockets trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hayward comes with the double team. Westbrook scanning the floor. Here's Covington. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. Never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Back to Tucker. He kicks to Harden. Drills the baseline jumper. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial time.
Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher. Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Tatum. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
No quit, no dying in Westbrook. He's coming until the horn says 0.
Brown the pass to Tice. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. That one no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Brown against Harden. No one near him. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Brown against Harden, and the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Hayward looking over the floor. The Rockets pull it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.